Okay, I am back, and I've warped around until Moho is correct, ish. I'm a little bit beyond now. See, the guide says minus 251.79, but of course, interestingly, then anyway, this is now a positive number. But if you look, let's see, it should be somewhere around prograde. Excuse me. It is somewhere around that where it's supposed to be there. It's very close, and then my ejection angle, I believe, is correct as well, ish. I'm prograde, and then the calculator says you're supposed to be going retrograde, but I think then this is correct. And nothing else to do, but once we're prograde, we'll fire, and we're close enough. Okay, so that's close to a good distance, I believe. 4425. Again, Moho is very, I believe it's both eccentric and inclined, so that's close there. And I think then all I'm going to need to do is, once I'm partway out, I will attempt to bring up my orbit, and hopefully we'll get an intercept. Boy, it seems like, is this right? Have I messed something up? We'll see. Oh, where's Hob 1? Still heading on out. It's just out now. 97 billion meters. So not that many days, and it'll be at 100 billion, so 100 million kilometers. How's everyone else doing? Here's Hob 4. The Hob 6 debris still in a weird orbit going around. They're starting to look a little bit more different now. Maybe. Kind of see them apart. Alright, let's head in. And I still feel like it's got to be more efficient when you're out here to do your inclination changes. So I'm going to just burn a little bit of fuel. It's changing, but it's just so little. Not really worth it. I guess I don't need the phase angle anymore. Don't even know where Kerbal is. Oh, let's catch it on the other orbit around. Maybe? Yeah, it's looking like it. Cool, that's neat. It does a full orbit before we get there. Alright. Now what happens? Essentially nothing still. This is something maybe I am not super familiar with. I thought... What's it doing? Has it changed its inclination at all? It doesn't. There's so much junk flying around in here, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't really look like it's done anything. How much we're doing for fuel? We're doing fine for fuel, of course. Did I not put... Oops. I forgot to hook this fuel tank up, so we're carrying 400 units of fuel extra, liters, I guess, according to this. Crap. Yeah, and something's gone wrong there, too. How are we now for... What happens if I burn north now? Doesn't seem to be changing anything, or at least nothing fast enough. So maybe when I get to periaps I'll burn retrograde and we'll do an orbital interception. Close enough. If I can get enough delta V to bring my periaps down. So we're getting close there. Too bad we can't add a fuel line on the fly. We really need the extra delta V of this bit of fuel. And what's the inclination? There is not good, so I think we almost would have had an encounter if the inclination were correct. And going normal plus now, does it do anything? Still, this does not appear to be doing anything. Maybe the inclination differences on interplanetary scales are just that much more ridiculous. Maybe I just have to wait until we get an encounter. I don't know. Because in the meantime, all my other stuff that's going on is it's now at 114 billion meters. I almost feel bad about accelerating around, having longer time periods on various missions. Scalzi, they're no, that's the Kerbal one. It's the Strauss orbiting Gilly. I don't know how long they've been going now. Years. Okay. I'm a little worried that these guys are stranded. It's just past the plains. Would have had a good chance of an encounter there if I'd been working with it. It is slowly rising, but that's going to use all my fuel. So I'm going to wait till I get around to here and then bring this part in closer. Oh. Jeez. Maybe if I burn retrograde now. We're close. Retrograde, and I might have to burn out a bit to keep. Because we're aiming for an encounter around here. Okay. And they are going to cross here, so. Fuel. 33 liters. What has that done? I'm actually going faster than it. I'm wrong. I wasn't looking at it from above. I must have had my angle slightly wrong and thought it was just on the inside here or something. So I've wasted more fuel, but there's more encounter. Two encounters there, possibilities. But we might have to wait a long time if it passes me by here. Yeah. I'm going to try to catch up to it. I'm going to burn at... I don't think I have enough fuel for this. Oh wait, where am I here now? Yeah, if I burn retrograde here... Again, fuel though. Let's burn half of it. Maybe I don't need that much, I don't know. Yeah, I do. I was hoping to bring my orbit down in. I mean, I guess I might as well just... Well, I should have had another 400 liters of fuel, but... Design errors, frustrating. No RCS either, so... This is now another dead ship in the water. Adwell on the Atwood. Eventually we'll definitely get a Moho encounter, but... Not even going to be able to modify it when they do. It'll probably kick them out or in further. So we'll maybe keep an eye on that, and we'll head back and launch another fixed Atwood. So, and I guess it didn't have as much delta V as I thought it did. Could we... I don't have an interplanetary stage here. I'm going to work on it. I'll be back. Okay, so you see I've also got the Kerbal Engineer Redux mod going here. It's fun for figuring out... It just shows you the delta V's of each stage, and the thrusts, and mass, and the cost too, which is really fun for trying to figure out, you know, I guess at some point there's going to be some... there's going to be more of a campaign, and you're going to have to worry more about your cost. There's a fellow YouTuber... Dahud Left-Handed. Might link to him in the comments if I remember, or in the description. He's doing a career playthrough with trying to keep track of cost, and people are suggesting missions and rewards. It's pretty fun. I may try something. I really love that idea. I love the idea of the campaign mode in this game, so I'm super looking forward to that. And just on my own, I was doing kind of one of those before, not that long before I started recording videos. So anyway, 198,000 Kerbucks, or whatever unit of cost you want to attribute it, which is expensive. So you got to assume whatever reward you're going to be getting from this is going to be good. So I added an old interplanetary stage, very similar to the Scalzi series, and it's going to be wobblier for sure. This lower stage is now down to 3,000 meters a second because of all the added mass on top, whereas before it was probably over 4,000 maybe. So I think it's just about going to get into orbit, and then we'll have to use a bit of this second stage to round out the orbit. And the frame rate's probably going to suffer as well. So yeah, I can get rid of the engineering dealy-mabob and save it, and we'll head to the launch pad. Not so bad. Not so bad. Still should be runnable on my computer, so... Whoa, we got a wobble. As I said, this is going to be wobblier. The problem with going from these 8 to these 6, maybe I should have gone 6 on top here, is I had to do manually, just did 4 connections there. And now that maybe I should have done some connections on the top as well. Anyway. Yeah, Use the ascent autopilot. Presume the staging's still correct, although probably not. Might need more throttle at the beginning. Okay. 3. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2. So the reason I'm not going full throttle, I don't know if you've seen previous videos or what have you, but there's a lot of drag when you get up over much over 100 meters per second, this low in the altitude in the atmosphere. I've already lost 350 meters a second of delta V to drag, but trying to minimize that by keeping the throttle down a little bit lower. Getting up there now though, you can see drag losses are still going up, but they're going to be slowing down. Of course, I have let the speed get up a bit. Next stage we'll give it some more juice now. You can see we didn't get nearly as high. I didn't have to worry about it turning before that stage dropped off. So definitely, this stage has added a huge amount of mass to it. I actually should have been paying attention to the mass and things like that. Ooh, that's a aggressive gravity turn, but not really if you watch where things are going there. Okay, apoapse. Once it gets up in around 70, I'll probably switch it to manual flight. No idea what fuel tank that is. Don't think I have 3 fuel tanks here. I don't. Alright, getting closer to space. Hope it doesn't bend itself in half and explode. Getting a little bendier. Gotta watch the time too. The next stage does not have a ton of thrust to weight ratio, so burn this one out. Still about 700 meters a second shy. Ah, crap. Oh no, yeah, this is a good one. I let it go a little too long, though. I should have kept that a little lower, but just finish circularizing that a little bit at the end. Unless, what am I at now? altitude-wise? 36. Will circularize work here? Will it just fix my apoapse as well? See if that will work. What kind of angle would you need to fire at? Low, apparently. Neat. Pretty cool. I do like that. Oops. Okay, still got the information. So yeah, 4,500 meters a second to get into orbit. But we did get 74 tons in. That one is almost empty. This one's still full. Don't know why they're draining quite in that order. These are all still full. Tons of delta V left. I think this stage had, was it 5,000 some delta V? And this stage 4,000 some, so yeah, pretty awesome. Steering losses were lower, that was good. Drag losses, all pretty good. Okay, don't need you anymore. This thing is still a bit of a pig to spin, and then I'm going to need to fix the orbits as well to go to Moho. Unless it happens to fortuitously be nope, not in the right spot. Poor Atwood I. This thing may be the... Does it have the most delta V of any ship I've launched? I'll have to load up Scalzi and throw that engineering thing on and see what the delta V totals are for it. In the meantime, I will be back when I get the orbit in the right spot and I'm ready to burn for Moho. Okay, I'm back. Moho's in the right spot. Hob 1 is now 180 million kilometers away. Right, Scalzi debris, all sorts of debris, including where's the Atwood? Some Atwood debris. We're gonna have another hunk of debris with this one, but it's this bit. Anyway, prograde. Oh, but we gotta get our phase angle right, which is somewhere over on this side. Nice low when it's time to burn too, which is good. Just got another interview while I was away there, so I'm happy about that. That's about right. Okay, we gotta spin ourselves around to go prograde. Now, was there something about an extra fuel tank at one point? There's this one, that's empty. 9. That's including the big one there. Okay. Okay, so speed is 2284 meters per second. We are going to just go. Use physical acceleration as well, because this is going to be long. We're not going to be lucky and get a good inclination this time. But got a good amount of fuel in this stage and the next, so let's hope we can just get down there and then get lucky, I guess. Unlike Atwood I. The other temptation is to just keep bringing the periaps in until this crosses, and would it be right? I don't know. But I don't think I'm going to do that now. Okay, let's head on in. definitely messed it up again because actually, you know, all things considered, that doesn't look like it would be that bad if I was there already. So I'm going 15. It's going 14. I am going 1,000 meters a second faster than it. Almost 2,000 meters a second. Maybe I'll be closer than I think. Let's go retrograde. Or rad minus. Let's try rad minus. Love to get lucky here, and so this is adding more energy to me too, so I should be speeding up. What has that done overall? I still think I'm just off. Like it's too far ahead, I can't catch it. Let's just confirm that. Too bad too, because that was a good line there. Somewhere around there. Here comes Atwood I. Alright, but I'm past the periaps now, but I should still, if I go retrograde, should still be able to. How much fuel? A good amount. Thrust to weight ratios goes up, you know, as burn this fuel off, so. And there goes the interplanetary stage. Can I do something where I don't get all... I want to kind of keep them together is all. Perfect. I don't want 8 or 9 chunks of junk. Chunk of junk. Alright. Is this stage active? Not yet. That's a power, I guess. That might have changed its orbit a little. Okay, anyway. Oh, I realized I was on the time accelerate there. If anyone doesn't know, Alt and the time accelerate buttons goes to physical time warp. I'm just going to... And see, I'm behind Moho now, so I want to catch up, so I'm going to bring my orbit in a little bit. It's in a little bit there now. No, it's in quite a bit there. Maybe I will see here. And then maybe I'm going to try... How are we doing for fuel? Oh, goodness. Why does this take so much more fuel than I expect it should? Is it because I think it's because our speeds are so high, because we're in the inner system. Wow, that's really windy outside too. Yeah. Is that neighbor's tree falling over? Or is that just leaning like that normally? I think because our speeds are so high, these maneuvers take so much more fuel. Scott Manley will have to back me up on that, but I think that's the reason why. They're a lot less efficient maneuvers when you're at these speeds. So, let's head over to here. Is that close? Yeah, okay, good. Head south, and we'll burn a massive amount more of our fuel. Okay, matched eccentricity at the moment. Now, what are our orbits doing here? This one's confusing me, this orbit. It's getting in the way. I need to bring it in a little bit more if I go retrograde-ish. If I go retrograde and a little bit, so that's that way, and a little bit out, in, no, I guess just retrograde. Let's see. After all this time, too, 200 billion kilometers. Okay. I need to get around to the periapse and bring that apoapse inside it. So I'll do that. Okay, now we should just be a matter of doing some orbits and catching up. So close. What can we do to fix this so it works? I'm just heading out over. When I come back in, I want to go retrograde again, I think. For now, and then when I get around here, maybe raise it up a bit. Yeah, they're quite an eccentric orbit. Moho has here. Okay, prograde. So I don't want to catch up as much as last time. Fuel. Samger. Wait, don't we already have a Samger out here? Maybe not. There it was. I saw it. I knew that when you're getting around in this close, it's just a matter of fiddling around a little bit. And we're not going to need a whole ton of aero braking, but oops. Oops, goes back up again. Okay, so it's a very, very, very light encounter. I'll bring it around and then we'll fix it up just before.